Hello guys, John Kim here. Today we are going to talk about what jazz repertoires are. For example, we all play all the things you are, but many people don't actually know where it came from. So today I will classify jazz repertoire into 6 categories. Hopefully this attempt will help you understand jazz standards and their history more clearly. First, there are vocal-based songs. Broadway musicals, Walt Disney animation music, film scores, and some early jazz originals. These are what we usually call jazz standards. For example, All the Things You Are is from the 1939 musical Very Warm for May. Heaven Met Miss Jones is from the 1937 musical I'd Rather Be Right. Someday My Prince Will Come is from Disney's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, 1937. Jazz musicians played these songs for decades, treating them as essential repertoire, literally the standards that every musician is expected to know. Second, we have bebop repertoire, mostly from Charlie Parker and the bebop era. These are primarily instrumental tunes, jazz blues, rhythm changes, transformed blues such as Blues for Alice, and original progressions like Confirmation. Since many of you are already familiar with these, I will keep this category brief. Third, the hard bop repertoire of the 1950s. At this point, the harmonic vocabulary becomes much more challenging. Tunes like Giant Steps, Moment's Notice, Along Came Betty, and Stable Maze belong here. As you know, the chord changes are far from simple. Fourth, the post-bebop repertoire of 1960s. This includes music from Joe Henderson, Wayne Shorter, Herbie Hancock, McCoy Tyner, Chick Corea, and others. Examples include Recordame, Dolphin Dance, Inner Earth, and Windows. The harmony becomes even more sophisticated and begins to push beyond earlier boundaries. Fifth, Bossa Nova repertoire. Bossa Nova emerged in Brazil around 1957 and became extremely popular in the US around 1964. After that, many of Antonio Carlos Jobim's tunes became essential jazz repertoire, The Girl from Ipanema, Desafinado, Chega de Saudade, and more. And finally, we have the fusion era. In 1969, Miles Davis and his collaborators started developing fusion and jazz rock. A few tunes from this period have become standard repertoire: The Chicken, Spain, Camaleon, and others. Make sure these songs are part of your vocabulary as well. So far, I've explained how we can categorize jazz repertoire and which songs you should know. Now, I will demonstrate 2 tunes, one from the hard bop period and another from the post-bebop era. I will play only the head today, but keep in mind that you should practice improvisation on these tunes. I'm simply giving you a guideline. The first example is Along Came Betty by the great Benny Golson. You can hear that the chord change is different from earlier standards. Only key point when you play this tune is not to miss the exact notes and rhythms. In Broadway-style songs, some melodic embellishment is allowed, but starting from the bebop era, most tunes are instrumental compositions written with the specific rhythm and contour. For example, with Spain, you must play the correct melody. Every note matters. Before you play, always check the original recording for hidden kicks, articulations, and phrasing. Next, I'll show you something from a higher difficult level, Dolphin Dance by Herbie Hancock. This tune was composed in the 1960s, placing it in the post-bebop category. I'll play the head now, and thanks for watching.